Okay, so they got a table. There's 1,200 people they've sampled, 500 Democrats, 500 Republicans, and 200 independents. Um, and then then we can find out how many of each thought global warming was a non-issue or a serious concern. So, A, what is the probability that a randomly selected registered voter who is a Republican believes that global warming is a serious issue? Let's see. This is saying a randomly selected voter who is a Republican. They're randomly selecting from the Republicans. So we're not even considering the 200s and the 500 Democrats. We're only thinking about 500 Republicans. And then how many of those think global warming is a serious issue? 200 of those think it's a serious issue. And that's how you calculate a probability, right? The amount you're interested in, thinking global warming is a serious issue, divided by the total number of possibilities. So there's 500 Republicans that could have said yes. This is 0.4. So in symbols, what we just calculated was the probability um, that a voter believes global warming is a serious issue. Probability that a voter believes global warming is a serious issue given that they're a Republican. Okay? And you can expand that formula. The conditional probability formula says you could do it like this: probability of S and R over the probability of R. But if you were to do that, that's just kind of a longer way of doing that problem. There's S and R, serious issue and being Republican. Out of all the 1,200, that's 0.16 repeating. Probability of being a Republican, there's 500 divided by 1,200, 0.416. So if you divide those two, get the same thing, right? Okay, so part B says, what is the probability that randomly selected registered voter is a Republican given that he or she believes global warming is a serious issue? So that's this conditional notation here. This is the given part. If you want to calculate the probability that a randomly selected voter is a Republican, given that they believe global warming is a serious issue, so S for serious issue, that's what they're asked to calculate. In other words, they're saying given that they believe global warming is a serious issue, so we're only selecting from people that think global warming is a serious issue. It's like we took the room and we said, okay, if you voted that global warming is not a serious issue, go on this side. If you said yes, it is a serious issue, go on this side. We're only going from the people that said it was a serious issue, and there was 200 Republicans, so that's your chances. It's a 200 out of 740 people that think it's a serious issue. And whatever that decimal form is, that's your answer. And what is the probability that, okay, so this is just that notation we've been talking about. The probability that it's a serious concern given that they're a Democrat, we don't necessarily have to do it. We're only selecting from the Democrats. That's what the given notation says. And what's the probability that it's a serious concern given that the Democrats, there's 500 Democrats, and there are 440 that think it's a serious concern. So that's the probability that you select a person with a serious concern given that they're a Democrat.